super easy Corel tutorial on how to rotate a video in Video Studio that's been captured incorrectly. This usually happens when shooting a video in portrait mode instead of landscape. For example, you might shoot a video with your DSLR in portrait mode. When you import it, you get this. You might also start shooting a portrait video on your cell phone, realize you wanted landscape instead, and turn your camera, not realizing the video will remain in portrait or vice versa because that's what you started with, and you get something like this. Video Studio has a straightforward feature to rotate videos 90 degrees at a time, but there are a couple other factors you might want to take into consideration before and after doing so. Sites like YouTube can now make portrait videos viewable by retaining the portrait view and adding letterboxing, which is filler space on either side. But the entire view is still greatly reduced from what a landscape mode would be, so my first recommendation is to dump the portrait video mode and always shoot in landscape. Save the portrait mode for suitable photos instead. Corel's Video Studio not only has the ability to easily rotate videos from vertical to landscape and vice versa, but in some situations you can adjust the property settings to fill the screen and eliminate letterboxing issues. Let's take a closer look at these issues and how to handle them. By the way, I encourage you to go to the tutorial page and download written tutorial and sample files if you'd like to follow along, as it has full instructions to complete this on your own. Let's start with the Halloween video. I'll drag the clip to the timeline, say yes to the dialog box, and as a result, the video will fill the screen. Double-click on the clip in the timeline to open the Options panel. Click once on the Rotate Right icon here to get this result. This is the best you'll be able to do in this situation, but you can now use the Share tab to upload it to YouTube. YouTube will then add the letterboxing edging that you saw earlier. It's still not optimal, as it still doesn't and can't fill the screen, so again, you're better off shooting in portrait mode to begin with, but at least you can get away with it this way. Okay, let's try the other video where the camera started out in portrait but was turned to landscape mid-shoot. I'll open a new project in Video Studio, and I'll drag the Dad's Corvette Before movie to the timeline and click yes to the dialog box. Before we rotate, let's set the size of our viewing window so the movie will fit it when we rotate it. Go to Settings, Project Properties, and select the second to last choice, MPEG-4 AVC 1920 by 1080, 30p, 5 megabits per second. Click OK, and yes to the dialog box. As before, double-click on the clip in the timeline to bring up the Options panel. Then click the Rotate Left or Right icon twice to correctly orient the video. And the video should now appear like this. You can now play the video and upload it to YouTube without any further adjustments. If you're watching this video on YouTube, you'll find a link in the description below that will take you to our tutorial page on the Discovery Center. Here you can download a written copy of this tutorial to follow along and find other helpful tutorials for working with Corel Video Studio.